For the next 2 months, I'm not taking no days off. I kind of came on that decision just off of just I felt like I was slipping, and I owe it to myself, far as like getting back on the grind. No days off to me, like going. It's so much room when you go the extra mile and things. So this not taking no days off will expand. Like I was walking in the morning, and a service advisor came up to me. He's like, "Man, I can't wait to go to work. I can't wait to get off." I'm like, "Nah, man, you gotta thank God for giving you the to get have a blessing to make another opportunity." I was walking in the morning, and a service advisor said, "Man, I'm ready to go home already." And I said, "Nah, you gotta thank God that you got an opportunity to be here to grow and to get things done and provide for your family and stuff like that." I was just thinking like that morning, changed my whole mindset. The difference between being busy and productive, like, like we could all say we fake busy, didn't text nobody back because you just didn't feel like hitting them back, but we all hit back who we want. Like we make time for what we want, but at the same time, it's like we are not that busy to not get back to people fast and to do tasks. My managers was mad at me the other day because I had this person get a key. Another salesperson said something. He's an older guy at the dealership. He's like, "Man, this person should have been had the key." And I was just like, but I was just thinking like in real life, like, man, I gotta make it so that these people ain't tripping over no keys and stuff like that. So, always do your due diligence and clean up after yourself. But consistency compounds, small actions, daily wins. Like I was mad one day and I started sending out like 100 emails just trying to take out my anger. And and it actually did something. Like I was like I was on ChatGPT. I'm like, help me with an engaging email that'll get people, to come back to the dealership. And I sent out mad emails. I was so small actions, you know, turn into big wins. Those small things like, going to talk to people in the service department, not being afraid to go head on to a deal, just because it might seem a little difficult, or the people might seem like some good negotiators, or how it be. We just always trick ourselves out of something. So it's like, take every deal head on and, you know, stay true to your process, because your process is going to, at the end of the day, save you if you have a process. What happens when you lock in and you don't make no excuses? So for me, like when I lock in, like these next 2 months, like I ain't really gonna be calling off of work because I'm just trying to get more opportunity. But it's like I'm not thinking about nobody. I'm not having no excuses for why I couldn't do this or why that. I'm stepping up to the plate, doing my process. Once you fall in love with your process, everything, nobody can't process my process. How most people stop when it gets uncomfortable. And that's exactly when you need to push harder. When it gets uncomfortable and it feel like you're not supposed to be there, you need to squeeze a little bit harder. You need to read up a little bit harder. You need to study a little bit harder. You need to brush up a little bit harder. You need to lock in. Because when it feels uncomfortable, that's when super exceeded your expectation. Now, the mental mindset you want to have while I'm doing this, the mental mindset I want to have when I'm doing this is like the mindset shifts. Like you might run into a bad customer, and we all have those days. We have to learn how to breathe, and it might be your own people. Your own people at the dealership coming up to you like, "Man, I'm ready to go home." The mindset needs to shift. We cannot keep doing it. Listen, I'm gonna give a quick example and I'm gonna leave it at this. But it was like I had a scenario where a person was telling me like, "I don't want to be perceived as this. I don't want to look like this type of person." These people at the end of the month, my bills say Nike Thomas on them. Nobody else. The end of the month, my bills say my name on them. Nobody else. So don't matter what people think. You cannot think about that. The mindset is need to shift. How to deal with fatigue and stress and doubt. Number one, get your rest, and you need to eat breakfast in you need to eat your lunch, drink water, stay hydrated, have gum at your desk. Gum keeps me focused. Sometimes chewing focus. Stress part, I'm a music head, so I like to listen to music. So when I'm stressed, I like to listen to my music and vibe out. Don't doubt yourself during the grind, because it might look blurry. The vision might not look clear. It might look like there's no way you're gonna get to the finish line, but don't not doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Okay. Isolation can build focus. Sometimes you have to disappear and level up. I'm at a point right now where I don't really want to talk to people anymore, but I do want to talk to the right people. But it's just like constructive criticism is good. If you have constructive criticism, I want to hear it. But if you just got criticism and you just trying to like, you know what I mean? And it sound good to you, but like we only want to hear constructive criticism around here. Now, I'm gonna tie something back to while you at work, like having a goal. Write it down. Write down your goals. For the next 2 months. It's November, we December, and then we into a whole new year. It's gonna be 2026. Have a goal. What this means. What does being different and changing the dynamic of how things was going for you, and now they going in a different direction. Now you moving forward. Now you can't look back because you running, doing your thing, and that's the point we want everybody to get to. So having a clear goal and vision. You got kids. Know that you want to get your kids to Disney World. Write this stuff down. I got mad books where I got ideas or things that I write down. Always write stuff down. Make a savings plan, a goal. Actually, I remember my first goal was I wanted to save 10,000. When I saved my first $10,000, I was so excited, man. Set a goal. Set a goal. How this push was set up for 2026? Like when I say this, it's like how will this new person, this new identity, this new you, this new rebirth of greatness, but not so we still the same us, but what I'm saying? My man Sam got a song like, why wouldn't I let the money change me? but that's a whole nother story. But don't let the money change you too. In another way, we have to talk about that. Another part of your goal is you writing down the goal. How is this new person gonna be a good thing for society? And the next thing is what sacrifices am I going to make so that my goal can happen? That is so deep, like because you can literally be doing some things that can be deteriorating you from your goal, and you have to ask yourself, am I willing to let this go in order to be at the next step? What you gonna sacrifice in order to get to the next step? I'm trying to set a routine and have some accountability to this routine and work out and be this new me. Like I'm chasing. I want like my mom to be proud of me, like, and my parents and my kids. Like I want them to be like, damn, my dad. This a new my dad. Like like my friends. What I'm saying? I got real good friends too. So I ain't gonna say like I don't got good friends. Being accountable. I'm taking no days off. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna get to work on time. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna grind hours. I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna be in the stock markets. I'm asking y'all as my YouTube community to be my accountability partner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come to y'all with another video like in 2 weeks or so, or a week or so, with an update on how it is, not taking no days off, where I got what I done. Because right now I'm doing trades and sales, so it's just like so. But shout out to all the people that's trading with a 9 to 5 job and they got businesses, and more power to you. It's okay to have accountability partners, somebody that can keep you accountable to the goals that you set for yourself. It's okay to have these type people. Like I feel like in the community, it's all about like the isolation we was talking about. Like sometimes people are overly isolated and need to step out and stop running from the people that love them. I'm trying to find my accountability too. So it's like, we grinding together. But this wraps it up. This is focus season. So these series is called Focus Season. And I'm gonna come to y'all with these joints. I wanna tap in with the YouTube community, get my message off, show my talents, and If anybody out there need a car, you know who to come see. And if anybody out there in sales and you just need a friend, like, you know what I'm saying? You like, yo, bruh, how was your day? You know what I mean? I'm out here, bruh. We out here doing this together. I work in sales. I'm not gonna say where I work, but I work in sales, car sales. And we got the best cars in America, baby.